Hi, my name is Rayshaliz Cappas from Universidad Albizu in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. I'm collaborating as coordinator for the implementation of the evidence-based practices, civics, and bounce back in the West Side schools in Puerto Rico. And today I'll be presenting the implementation of these practices. First, thank you for the opportunity to present the work we have been doing these last few months. To start, we divided the process in three main steps. The first step was the identification of the schools who were going to be participating in the project. The second step was the training of the students who are going to be running the groups. And the third step is the actual implementation of these practices. For the first step, we identify all the schools where we already have arrangements, so the process will be easier. Then we chose the schools in the west side where the practicum students usually have the most participants and cases flow. After that, we arranged meetings with the social workers who are the main contact between the school and the practicum students. In those meetings, we explain the MHAC grant and all the needs and structure of civics and bounce back. As a result of those meetings, we visit 12 schools and arrange to locate and implement the project in 9 schools, from Aguadilla to Cabo Rojo. In this first step, we did face some challenges, like some of the schools really liked civics and bounce back but didn't have the appropriate space for the project. Other schools were not going to have a social worker for the semester, and some other schools considered that they didn't have the appropriate population for the project. So those were some of the challenges we faced. The second step was the training of the students who are going to be running the group. The students were trained in both civics and bounce back and were fully equipped with the manuals and the implementation toolkits so they could start running groups right away. You could tell that the students really like what civics and bounce back is about and what they can do with these practices. Also, the resources were amazing. The commitment and professionalism were remarkable, and we really thank them for that. The feedback from the training was really positive, and the students are really excited to start running groups. Now we have 14 trained students from the 3 programs: clinical, counseling, and school psychology, and 4 supervisors. Finally, the third step, that's where we are right now, is the implementation of these practices. As I mentioned before, the project is running in 9 schools. So far, there have been 33 screenings, of which 23 have qualified to be a part of a group. From these screenings, 13 are females and 20 are males, and the age range between 6 and 18. So far, most of the students are in the screening phase. However, we're really excited because there's already a civics groups running and a bounce back group running as well. So we're very excited. For this step, we have faced some challenges as well, like the weather in Puerto Rico. The last month, classes were canceled a few times due to the weather. Also, the culture of each school. Every school is different, and the practical students must adapt to the logistic and structure of each school, which can make the process a little slow sometimes, like getting referrals and the contact with the parents. However, even though we have faced some challenges, we are on track and very excited to have groups running already. Also, the practicum students are very excited and committed with running the groups and improve the life of the children we'll be impacting, which is the main goal of the project. Thank you for your attention.